Start recording then.
It's like ambience more than anything.
Yeah, fair. Let's see. Oh, we started with, yeah, we had the fight. We had the big fight with Big Man and Big Dragon. There's a lot that went down. I have written down, Red Fox does so many maneuvers to help Clint.
Red Fox did a wrestling move to shove, Carnifex? No, it's not Carnifex.
No, Carnifex is a dragon.
Okay. Carnifex, which also moved Typhos. Although I don't think he fell prone. Carnifex did. Regardless, that bought us some breathing room before he did more breath attacks and start cooking us. Which at that point he had already sort of done, but didn't kill anyone. Managed to mind control. Well, Julius managed to mind control him to his sheer surprise with Dominate Person. And by controlling Typhos, we control Carnifex. So, 2 for 1. BOGO. He told us that we didn't have much time and that we were to go find a specific person in the Neon Lights District in Deltroy. Because that is where they have a cloning facility for the hunter-killers on site. And that the ones here are exactly that, they're just clones. Which means that the one Diana chased down was probably also a clone. Don't know how true to life the clones are versus their original counterparts. Hopefully as strong if they're busting out double powered kills and shit like that. But the power scaling in this game is fucking bonkers, and we're fucking tadpoles in it. That aside, we tried to maybe get him free from the control to save his life, but he was not having it. Too much risk, too much unpredictable variables, so that didn't work out. And he went out like a warrior against the breath attack of his own dragon. What a Chad. And then Carnifex took off to go get vengeance, racing down the tunnel, alley, hallway, whatever you want to call it, to the end. Then we switch gears. Switch gears over to Team Firestorm, lovingly dubbed, as they were going after Roham, with an M and 2 H's. Roham descended from the ceilings and tried to slam the hunter-killer. Honestly, the fight went pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The only ones that really took damage were Alistane and Rohan.
Mm-hmm.
Another instance of mopping the floor.
Especially at the end. Yeah, you don't say.
But yeah, no, we kept them locked down in place on 3 sides in a sort of pincer attack. Finley put down his blade tornado. I forget what the actual name of it was.
Blade
put
that Beyblade. It's not Beyblade, no.
I'm gonna call it that. So the Beyblade was placed down, and Rohan kept Roham in the Beyblade. So, constant damage every single turn. He realized that he was sort of screwed as he was, and so willingly Roham shed his mortal flesh and became a dark one. And then he pulled out his dodecahedron. I forget what that even did.
It basically did damage over time, so in like a 10-foot aura around, if I recall correctly.
Right, and then
but he just dropped a predominant Alistan.
Mm-hmm. And he also had that blade that only ever attacked at disadvantage because Justice is blind. At one point, Rohan did knock off his crown using the blades of the Beyblade. But all in all, the fight went pretty smooth. The only one who was really able to scuff significantly was Rohan, and then he switched gears to try and take down Alistane before he get his tier 3 off. But he was unable to stop him. Everyone but Rohan and Alistane went back up into the ceiling. while Rohan locked down Roham and Alistane cooked them alive. Rohan was able to stay upright by the skin of his teeth, stopping Roham from fruitlessly trying to crawl back into his shell, and he was atomized. He was disintegrated, leaving only his dodecahedron behind, I believe.
Correct. Yeah.
Then we left the now ruined Eastwatch barracks, moving back to the other team.
Yep. I think
Going
at
on with
this point, the message got pinged out via Julius and Clint for everyone that's combat capable to come regroup. So at that point, everyone was just en route, and we got somewhat of a status update, status report, a sit rep. We still have some people injured. Pietro is KIA. Goliath fight was a lot better versus prior simulation, but no deaths there. And I believe we're still down a couple of people at the Ajax fight. I don't know if they got revived or anything.
Doesn't seem like it.
Yeah.
well,
Expected.
we know who went down in the Ajax fight. Obviously,
Ezekiel and Calendale, whichever one is a male one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The one that was asking about what's on the other side of Death's door. Well, he can fucking find out himself now.
Mm-hmm.
Whoopsie!
Carl did darken, but Haley is back with us.
Mm-hmm.
A little twisted, but we'll get into that later. Oh wait, no, Haley. No, I'm thinking Zoe, aren't I? Yeah.
Yeah.
Haley Savage.
They went forth against the Grand Watcher, one final step, and a trap got popped by not even Clint, because I didn't even enter into the zone by that point. 7 took the hit instead, and now 7 versus Grand Watcher. Grand Watcher and at his 97 out of 100 psi points.
But 97 and 96.
I'd spent 3, he spent 3 to counter.
Hmm.
He's been points maxing.
And now here we are.
Mm-hmm. Here everyone is.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, indeed. All right, so let me. What were these songs?
Oh wait, did I never answer you on if that song was good? It was good. If I never did.
No, you did. You did. You answered.
Okay, cool. Right, yes, because then I also commented I wanted to watch that.
You did. Yeah. What is appropriate? What song feels very appropriate?
You could always just pick a song that's inappropriate.
Dude, music.
Avengers
Kazoo theme.
Is that copyright?
I was just thinking, can you imagine if I was
I
copyright?
swear to God, if that was copyright,
The AI has grown so advanced.
this world is
What
doomed.
the hell?
Mm, oh, this worked. No, I will not picture this. Fuck off. I don't need therapy.
What? Wait, what?
It's
It's the ad.
Ah.
I'm a real man. I repress my feelings.
Except for it don't actually help anyway. It's fine.
Most of the time when they say oh yes, we have approved doctors. No, most of them don't actually have any approval at all.
I'd be afraid. I'd be afraid to go to therapy because I'd be afraid they'd like try to lock me up.
It is genuinely a possibility, depending on the situation.
Not largely, thanks. Well, if they have a disclosure that they have to tell you beforehand. Like if it's any harm against elderly or children, like they're mandated reporters. Other than that, like as long as you don't admit to any like blatant crime,
Right.
You're kind of in the chill.
They're to say, well, as long as you didn't harm any elderly or children, just slap the leg, stand up, just leave.
Well, time to hit the old dusty trail.
Thank you for your time.
Don't really need to see where this goes now, do we? Alright, see you later.
That'll be $200.
Yeah, something like that. Think full like therapists at my wife's office get like $175 a full hour.
That's pretty good.
It's like she's gonna be bankrolling.
Good for her.
So, anyways, here you are. Well, I guess what do y'all do, as I get ready to describe what happens here?
How does Lucifer look? Does he look aware? Does he look at what's happening near him? Does he react at all?
Roll me an insight.
Oh god.
An insight on a fiend.
If it be anyone, it'd be Quint.
Yeah.
Alright, I rolled absolute dog shit last week. Didn't even ever roll double digits. Let's see if the curse continues.
Here's your redemption.
Oh! Thank god.
That's what, the 16? 17?
17.
Really?
33. The machinations of a fiend are ever duplicitous and multifarious. It seems to be of the mindset that all things are going to plan. As they always do.
That tracks for a fiend. You described last time that when the Grand Watcher approached 7, not where he's approaching right now, but back when 7 was on this side, that he moved an impossible distance with only one step, like he traversed 3 times the distance in a single step. Is that solely from fiendish influence, or is there some sort of time element to it, some sort of twisting of time element to it? I don't know what that would. I don't know what sort of check that would be, but
that sounds like a hard arcana.
Not great at these. Yeah. Still pretty good for a +5.
It's hard to say. Something's definitely not right here. The foreign architecture, the almost convergence that occurs here. It's very odd, peculiar, and nothing less than befits a fiend. What about the rest of y'all?
Final question from me. Is there an actual wall here with this purple line or no?
It is like a semi-translucent barrier.
Gotcha.
Sorry, semi-transparent. Somewhere between transparent and translucent.
What's the difference?
Translucent, you can see through it, but there's like looking through a colored paper would be translucent, whereas transparent would be like looking through a window.
Gotcha. Okay, so same.
So like looking through tint.
Okay, that's my last question.
anything from the rest of y'all?
Random thought. There's like architecture, and this whole place feels like a convergence of possibilities kind of vibe. Do we see like how do I describe- like echoes of people interacting around here? Like different forms of like us or other people that would be trying to fight this but have lost or will lost kind of thing. Or lose or whatever.
Ooh, that's a good question. Hmm. Roll. Gosh.
Yeah, it's a
Wisdom
weird fucking question.
history?
That's weird. Alright, let's see. What is my history? Intelligence 0, so it's just that. Well, it's better. 1d20 plus 3 plus 2 because I'm not proficient. And.
You don't see anyone, but you can feel where these halls will soon lament with the same anguish that year after year many have to do. It would be about this time that the Firestorm team arrived. So, Rohan, as your team arrives, you pass by Sister Rayla sitting outside. You pass by a force cage that has 2 commanders in it. As she guides you and patches up any last wounds you might have, you enter this hall with these preposterous geometrical shapes and absolute disdain for the laws of gravity and physics, as they coalesce all together as if the whole room is pulling in on itself from outside. You see some allies here, and a freaking dragon. Actually,
That's the Commander's Dragon.
you would know that,
So
as well as
I see
see
a force
this-
cage with 2 commanders in it.
correct.
Neither of them Tythos. And then I see Carnifex without Tythos upon him. Typhos? Tythos.
Tythos?
Tythos.
Tythos. Rohan knows what happened. And then this is the scene he comes up on. I think before he makes any more movement forward, he'll shout up to you, Bradford.
Did he die a warrior or a traitor?
You died a watchman. A true watchman.
You see his brows stick together for a moment as he nods. He's not gonna cry in front of you, lick spittles.
What you call me?
And then let's see, what is this? Yeah, perfect. And then he will clear this with a jump. Land next to Julius here.
As you make this jump, it feels far too far, but also you land way too soon.
I think he wasn't expecting to land so soon with how far it felt. And it comes screeching to a halt. Almost lurching forward and falling into whatever this is down here. But he catches himself, maybe by Julius's assistance, and asks,
What is happening?
You see Julius look ahead. We're in the Grand Watcher's web now. Fiendish influence is about. He, without looking, almost solemnly says, we're far beyond the realm of steel and bone.
Do you think we can win?
He pauses for a second. I think he can lose.
Good answer. How do we get in that?
Working on it.
Anything we can do to assist?
He throws a thumb over towards Team Firestorm.
At this point, your guess is as good as mine.
His mouth kind of screws as he turns his eyes back to Seven running around. I
don't think it is.
He's a class 7, is that what it is? Or type 7? Class
Type.
7.
They're
Type.
called VIs.
VIs.
Or sorry, V2s.
V2s.
You and him, as far as I know, are the only V2s on site.
Is it known that the Grand Watcher is also a V2?
I think it's reasonable to infer that now.
Yeah.
Or, I suppose, one of the three. Two of the three. I don't know how to combat something like this. But you tell me there is an opening and I will take it. Whatever must be done, I will do it.
Then be ready when it presents.
He gives a nod, steps off to the side, and waits. This is a problem he can't punch. Not yet, anyway. You know what? Actually, I think he calls out to you, Clint, if you don't seem like you're busy doing something.
Just staring.
Mm-hmm.
Probably looking absolutely furious.
Mm-hmm.
Lieutenant!
Watchman?
What is Captain Severus's situation? Is he close?
Severus in the he himself is not in the link. I know that. I know where Seven's at. Cast. He should be on his way here shortly. Let's start pinging Seraph, Cleo, and Caster. Don't suppose either of you guys. Actually, does it work in here?
It does, yeah.
I don't suppose either of you guys ever spotted Captain Severus on your way in.
I'm with him right now, actually.
Yeah, and you'd be inbound. Probably about a minute out.
We'll be there in a minute.
Noted. Thanks. He'll be here in short time. Give it a minute.
And what about Corvallis? He's on site, no?
Do we know that?
You knew he was.
Shake half a head. I don't got a link to him or anyone with him.
Because my thought was, if Corvallis was here, he might be able to use his I'm not sure. Yeah, is it T3 or T2? It's T3, where he produces the ice rails to skate across.
Oh, that's what you're aiming for.
That's.
Yeah.
I think that's his T2 because I think his T3 is specifically the blizzard, isn't it?
That's what I thought. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were talking about
It's
just freeze this
T2.
entire place and call it over with.
Well, that too.
All right, so let's put some more on the field.
Also, were these like vine things that are like kind of
Okay.
dangling all over the place? Those are new.
Those are there.
Yeah, those were there
Okay.
before.
You're lying.
Insane.
Who
Or I'm
else
being gaslit.
was in that group?
Lucky Oni.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if Oni's turned up.
Fair.
If he's, I guess if he's brave to be
Oh,
combat
there he is.
capable.
We attack the
some
giant
good away.
eye.
This ain't a time for backing down.
It's time for heroes.
Hardline or Zoe show up, or did they stay back?
She'd be very brave if she turned up, but her call, I guess.
Let's see. Is there anyone else from that group?
Jaxro. Oh, he's there. That's everybody. Dora and Erica, if they came up.
They would. Yeah, there you go.
Where was 2 at?
He was with the-
Valorant, right?
Correct.
And I'm assuming they're like one of the further streams.
Yeah, a little bit further. Not too much. I mean, him and Poe are quick.
Well, him quick. I don't know about Poe. Poe is pretty white toast when it comes to mobility functions.
Considering all the hacks everyone else has, he's doesn't hit the hacks mark. Let's see. I think that was it. Okay. So as you, I have 2 red foxes.
No, we can have 2 red foxes. That's a treat, please.
There could only be one. Highlander rules. So, as
But we're down to Greg.
More-
Let's stop.
people arrive to this, as they're on their way, you see Seven taking the most defensive stance ever, sprinting around as fast as he can to max his defense, if you will. As you see the Grand Watcher take some idle swings at him, before you see him reach out and make a telekinetic slam that hits into this pillar before turning him upside down and levitating him into the air. As he does, you just see Seven sort of cough up and try to steady himself as his world spins about. Think it's even enough to knock him out of his child form. As you do, you see the Grand Watcher just hold forth a blade, and Seven starts slowly moving towards it.
Is there anything that would occur to us in order to stop this?
What occurs to you?
Dude.
Last idea I had got hard countered, so I'm out.
I think the only thing that occurs to Rohan is, damn, it should be me in there. I could take him for a bit.
Doesn't look like the barrier. That stuff could be the spell.
It's always something you could try. As you do, you see Julius seize the opportunity as the Grand Watcher has committed maximum attention to him as he rises into the air. You see a small white light target